Hey, what's up? Jason here. Another relationship tip for you. Okay, I think by now you're starting to see that the number one long-term relationship skill to get good at is conflict. Well, let's take it in another layer. All right, within conflict, there's lots of other skills that you need to learn. And I recommend if you only had to learn and focus on one thing, okay, just one thing to be able to navigate and work through the conflict, what is it? It's repair. Repair. I call it repair and reconnection. Same thing. It's like, whatever. We want to clean up the mess, right? Something happened. It didn't go well. We got in an argument. We went our separate ways. You're silent. I want to talk. I'm silent. You want to talk. There's been some rupture or disconnection between us. All right. That is normal. Remember, conflict in a good high-stake relationship, conflict is not only required, it's necessary to have a great relationship. You can't have a great relationship unless you have conflict from time to time. Why? Because conflict helps us learn. It helps us adapt. It helps us grow. It helps us get to know each other much, much better, right? Okay, so repair is probably the single biggest skill that you've got to learn. And when I mean repair, I mean you and I just got in a fight. There's been distance. We're silent. There's just a disconnect, right? One of us has to come forward at some point, sooner than later is always better, and say, hey, let's figure this out because I want to feel reconnected to you. That's what needs to happen. And if one person can lead, usually it's the most resourced person, great, because you're helping both of you out. And you're helping both of you get to a better place. So if there's one skill you got to learn, it's how do you do that? How does one do that? There's been a rupture, there's been a disconnection. How do we do this? Well, again, at the very least, just raise your hand and tell the person, look, I'm upset and I want to fix this. I want to feel reconnected again. I want to feel better with you. I want to take responsibility for what I did or didn't do. I want to listen. All of these are gestures that you can make to reconnect, right? So focus on reconnection more than how do you do conflict correctly. That doesn't matter as much. It's how do we clean up the mess? How do we get reconnected to each other, all right? And because you're watching this, I'm kind of guessing that you're more of the leader in the relationship. So make that happen today, right? Just raise your hand and do something. It can be taking responsibility. It can be empathizing. It can be saying, I want to listen. It can just be a gesture of kindness that says, hey, this doesn't feel good and I'd like us to feel better. I think it'll be better for both of us. All right? Okay. Leave a comment if this has been helpful and go clean up some kind of mess today. All right. Talk soon.